Welcome to the playground after dark. This is your one-stop shop for all questions, answers, and matters of that real shit. Make sure them kids ain't around, your auntie can't hear us, and granny can't see. Unless grandma a freak, 'cause it all goes down at the playground.
Contaminating the area. You gotta eat the pussy tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
Then you gotta tongue kiss me.
And then when he eats the ass, then he knows it's over.
No, you nasty.
What?
I'm not tongue kissing you after that.
Matter of fact, I've been seeing shit going around about spitting in the mouth. Dude spitting in your mouth while he hitting you, while he on top.
I've heard about that, but I'm not digging it.
Yeah.
Me neither. I'm not spitting. If you swallow my spit,
that's worse than the ass.
There's only one thing I want you to swallow.
Both of them nasty. Both of them is trifling.
I don't think licking ass is nasty.
No, licking ass ain't.
Well, I'm not licking ass.
No, don't. Please
But
don't. Stay away from
to be honest, if
that.
a guy told me like, hey, you wanna lick my ass, I'd be like, you gay motherfucker. I'd be like, hell no.
I do the balls.
Well, last week we got into the tank. The tank.
Yeah.
The tank.
I'm not licking no ass. I'm sorry.
You say you got one job down there.
Are too close to liking men.
Hey, you got one job.
You
when
want
get
your
that
ass
area.
licked.
The rest of that is out
And
of the
fuck what
question.
you say. The
All
guy
right.
who says no, he's a lie.
All right, big question now. How do you deal with a breakup? How do you move on? How do you get your head right? How do you survive the breakup?
Do you?
Gotta get back to
I
doing
agree
you.
with that. I agree with that. You should never do nothing that you're gonna regret. You should never do nothing that you don't want to do. So if it's something that you did and you did to your fullest, that's when I bring my all into a relationship. So if I leave, I'm leaving with my head up, like I did everything I could do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just walk away, you know, and I give it time. I don't just pull out on you because we done had a bad day or whatever. Like, but if it's the bad outweigh the good, then I'm gone. You know, you're not even for me. So it got to be more good days, and you know.
So you have like any special tactics? How do you get back to your regular day? Like, because one thing when you break up with somebody, everything reminds you of them. Everything you see, even TV shows you don't watch, or the car driving down the street, everything reminds you.
Car?
Yeah.
Shit! Got a little deep, a little hawkish.
No, I mean for real, like you ain't ever noticed when you start. Well, with me, when I start dating somebody, whatever car they drive, I start seeing that car everywhere. And I never saw that car.
I've never been.
You know what I'm saying? But then when I start dating you, I see that car everywhere I go. God damn. You ain't. You just don't be paying attention.
I
That's the
don't.
thing. That's the thing. You're not a giver, and you don't pay attention. So, oh man.
The sound of the car, cause
The sound of the car? Shit!
That's deep.
That's deep.
The music
That's deep.
playing, you know, they probably have their music a certain way when
Who
they
that
pull up
bumper?
or
That
something.
must be my
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, I'm gonna get his ass.
Definitely.
Hey.
But I have very easy breakups. You know, no fuss and fight, breaking windows and all that other stuff.
No, I
It is
don't
what
do all
it is.
that Never.
It is what
It's not
it
worth
is.
it.
Sure, I ain't.
Sure,
I'm not
listen,
fighting.
I'm not going to jail and I'm not fighting nobody over you.
I'm not
My
fighting.
thing is, if you couldn't do me right, the next bitch you're gonna have you. That's
Exactly.
the way I feel.
Like that's how I feel. Move on. Let the next nigga
Exactly.
figure out what's wrong with you.
Exactly.
I agree.
I
Just
agree.
get it wasn't me. Guarantee that. All right. Here we're gonna get into, I guess, the non-confession session since we don't have any cheaters here today. But according to worriedlovers.com, why women cheat. number one is lack of intimacy. Now, you say you were towards the end when you cheated. What was the reason for that?
There was no intimacy. There was no nothing. He didn't want to do anything. He had to carry an attitude every day. Like, I should have been gone out the relationship, but I ended up having a son, so I stayed around till my son was old enough to understand, and I left. But it was no cheating throughout the relationship until the very, very end. When I said I'm done, then, I moved on to somebody else.
So you just don't have no input for cheating, or?
I do.
You do?
In a
Okay.
sense, have I ever cheated on a boyfriend, husband? No, never. But was I talking to someone? Yes. Great guy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's cheating too. That's one thing that has to be
understood. He was a great guy.
What cheating is.
I was only sleeping with him, but to be honest, he was boring. He was very boring. He didn't like to dance. He didn't like to go out. He didn't like to do shit but sit in the fucking house. Me, I like to do things. I got bored. I got tired of it. Did I fuck someone else? Yes, I did. But were we boyfriend girlfriend? No. But I made.
That's the same thing though.
But I made it clear from the beginning. I didn't want to be boyfriend girl. So therefore, was I really cheating?
Maybe not.
No, I wasn't.
Maybe not.
I wasn't. But in a sense, in my mind, did I feel a little bit bad? A little bit. I did.
Okay.
But I realized, and I'll be honest, it took me until then to realize why people would cheat. Because I never understood it until then. I didn't. And it made me realize I see
Well, people
why people
have
cheat.
different reasons though. I mean, that's
No, I
just
know.
one.
Well, it's one. But me, for instance, I was bored. He was boring. That's not me to sit in the fucking house like I'm 60 years old.
But people get intimacy confused. Like, intimacy is a lot of things. Intimacy is the conversation.
Yes,
Intimacy
it's
is
like,
loving. Intimacy
to me,
is
I'm gonna be honest.
checking on me. That's the
Holding hands.
Like,
Yes.
friends is more important to me
Than
than
anything.
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 You can be like my best friend,
Mhm.
we're good.
Yes.
But I don't feel like you're my best friend.
Yes.
Like, I can tell you anything, you can tell me anything. Like, we can go out and kick it. Like, we can sit in the house. Like, I want someone. I don't want to be when I'm 80 years old, like, looking at my man, like, oh, I can't wait till this motherfucker dies. No, I don't want to look like that.
Yes.
I want to be like, guess what? We have fun together.
Yes.
We went out, we went hiking, dancing, traveling, doing all kinds of shit. Like, I want that.
It says number 2 is lack of communication.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Second
I like to know
relationship.
what she
Second
what's going
relationship
on.
ended because of lack of communication.
How so?
He would never communicate with me, ever. He held everything in. Finally to the point, and me, I'm a very outspoken person. I speak my mind, I don't hold shit back. Never.
Now, was it no communication, or was it
He couldn't
not
communicate. He was upset.
Way you wanted to communicate.
He could not communicate. Like, he didn't have those skills, to be honest. I married him. I thought he was a great guy. He was a deacon. I had a good
Okay,
job.
how deacons can't communicate?
No.
That's they.
He couldn't. I'm gonna say this motherfucker couldn't. I worked.
Kind of like in job
I had a good
description.
job. I worked for the state. I worked overtime all the fucking time. He thought I was cheating on him because I worked all the time. I really wasn't.
Hey, I mean,
But I really wasn't. I was just fucking tired.
but it's easy to slip in
But I
a
wasn't.
one night
though.
stand when you work all the time.
But I wasn't though. And I didn't. I was tired all the fucking time. I worked 60 hours a week. On top of cleaning house, cooking every single night, running kids in cheerleading practice, football practice. All week long. He couldn't grasp it.
I don't know. I work full time.
That's definitely part of communication too.
night
He
shift.
couldn't communicate. I tried
I
talking
had
to
to
him.
have it.
He couldn't talk to me.
I had to have it regardless. If I'm tired or not, like, that's gonna make me sleep extra good. Like, go on and get that on.
And I
over with.
never thought I could
Let
get
me
there,
sleep.
but I did. I was working 10 at night until 2 o'clock the next day, probably 3 times a week.
Well, that's the opposite of the next reason, which is hypersexuality.
that's a turn off. If you just always want to be on me on my leg and stuff, like, come on, give me a little bit of room. Give me a little bit of room. I don't like people that's just always hype. You know, let me want it. Let's get that attraction. Let's get that. You know, don't just always.
But this is actually why women cheat. Top reasons why women cheat. Because women gotta have it more. Y'all believe that?
I believe it. I think women are more sexual than men. Except for that experience. I've never worked that much in my life though. Never. On a normal basis? Oh yeah, I want every fucking day. Shit, you better not say no.
How many times a day?
Like 2-3 times.
That's too much? How many times a week?
About 3-4 good times.
So you can skip a day here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that living together or?
Yeah, that's living together.
Hell no.
Y'all don't think y'all can skip a day?
No.
It's morning, noon, or night, if not all.
Yeah.
Sex?
Yeah. I agree.
You don't have the time for more than that. Like, that's over exaggerating.
No, it's not. You're just not doing it right. That's the real.
Like I say, I bring everything to the table when I'm ready to have sex. So that's mean it's only
I get that.
every other certain time. But if you know we want a quickie or something, yeah, you can get a quickie. Especially when I wash the dishes. I can just get like with a quickie.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
What?
If you cooking, you probably gonna get some dick slipped in. No lie.
Yeah. Make sure it's something I gotta stand there for a long time.
Yeah.
My little sexy outfits.
Cook it low and slow. We got some business, man.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.